Hey guys, I kind of just want to jump right into the video because I do not know how long this will take, but I saw another artist drawing just a bunch of characters that they really like, and I thought that would be so fun. So essentially for this video, I'm basically just going to be drawing Himbos. Like, there's no way to sugarcoat it because that's just the type of character that I really like. And to start off, we have my main man. I don't know if you can tell already, but I'm drawing Pietro from WandaVision because this man just had such a chokehold on me for literally 2 years. It's not even funny, guys. But I thought that this would be just like a nice little intro because I'm so used to drawing him. It's not even funny. Yeah, this drawing went by so... It went by so quickly and it turned out really good, I think. Yeah, I had a lot of fun, but dang guys, like, I love this character too much. I think that I'm definitely out of that phase of my life, but I was obsessed with him for 2 years, guys. Like, I have a Pinterest board and sometimes I still add to it. Like, it's not even funny. It's not a joke. But man, we've come a long way because when Wanda opened the door and it wasn't Aaron Taylor Johnson, I was pissed. I was like, where's my guy? But man, this guy grew on me so much. Every episode that he was in, he was just the best. Was he even adding much substance? I don't know, but like, he really did something to my brain chemistry. Just watching him in WandaVision made me want to watch all of the X-Men movies. So I was just so dedicated, as you can tell. I thought I was gonna just draw Peter Maximoff or like a little mishmash of both of them because that's what I'm so used to. But I just ended up going with just Pietro because I never just draw him, you know? It's always just, it's like a little mix of Peter from the X-Men movies and just Pietro because it's just Evan Peters. So now that Pietro's done, let's move on to our next character, who is Chad from High School Musical. Guys, I feel like I really just slept on Chad as a character as a kid. I was just so taken aback by Zac Efron that I didn't even care about any other character really. But Chad, like, oh my god. I don't know why he was so overlooked to me, but he's honestly probably my favorite character as an adult, rewatching those movies 10 years later probably. We don't give Chad enough respect as a society, so I needed to draw him. Chad has literally like the best songs, and I think that we all overlook it. Like, we all know that I Don't Dance is the best song in the series. I think that that's like a fact. I don't know if you guys knew that, but as a kid, I also really loved The Boys Are Back. And no one ever talks about that song. It's so good. Like, if I could have just pumped those songs through my veins as a kid, I would have. Chad as a character, he's just like silly. Like, I mean, he's just like a jock. Straight up, I feel like I mainly just drew him because I really wanted to draw his gorgeous hair. Like, oh my gosh, Corbin Blue. I'm kind of sad they cut it, guys. Okay, he's an adult. He can do whatever he wants. But man, his hair looked so good. For our next himbo, we have Vigilante from Peacemaker. I did not expect to even like Peacemaker as a show, so I definitely didn't expect to like any of the characters, but dang you guys, Vigilante is like genuinely one of my favorite characters. I love how Vigilante is just so smiley, like, I don't know, he's just fun like that. Like, he can just be murdering people and he's just like so casual. That's so fun to me, and he's just like a unique little character. But as you can see during this time lapse, I really struggled to draw him. I really couldn't figure out like the right pose for him, so I ended up redrawing him, but whatever. Also, trigger warning, or like content warning, gun, sorry. Also, blood for a little bit. Literally, I feel like Vigilante has like the best lines. Like, watch any Vigilante edit, it's like the best. Also, like, Freddie Stroma, I think that's how you pronounce his last name, who plays Vigilante. First of all, I think he's like British or like Australian, so like, wow, I did not know that. And he plays the hot dude who works at the radio station in Pitch Perfect, who like works with Becca, not Skylar Astin. He's like the guy in the beanie with the abs. Like, what? That's crazy. Anyways, that's all I really have to say about him. Let's move on. Up next, we have Adam Warlock. This is kind of like the same case with Vigilante, where I didn't really expect to like this character prior to seeing the movie, but before I went to see the movie, I ended up watching a few Will Poulter interviews, and so Will Poulter just began to grow on me. So of course, Adam Warlock began to grow on me. Like, I hated Will Poulter in Maze Runner. Like, guys, I was afraid of him, but I don't know what happened within like the last, I don't know, 10 years? Jesus. Anyways, but like Will Poulter just seems like such a sweetie. And Adam Warlock as a character is just so silly. I'm saying that about everyone, oh my god. But like, he really is such a himbo. Like, you expect him to be so serious watching the trailers and stuff, but he doesn't know what's happening. Like, I feel like he doesn't know what's going on at all, and he's just like, he just wants to make his mom happy, and I kind of just love that. I don't know, he's so silly. And also there's an interview with Will Poulter, and he doesn't know what a himbo was, so I just knew I needed to draw him after that. I'm like, he's added to the list. He's added to the list of himbos. I actually had a lot of fun drawing this, even though his armor is so complicated for no reason. I was really dreading his armor, but it was actually really fun to just zone out and render. But the thing that I will say about this is I didn't know how to like not render him too much, so he like looked out of place. Like, I feel like he looks a little out of place compared to the rest of them, but it's like I wasn't gonna not render him because he's made out of gold, you know? So that was kind of my conflict, but you know, I think he turned out pretty good. Dang, we're really getting to the end of these himbos. But next up, we have Ken from the Barbie movie. I would be lying to you guys if I didn't just tell you right now that I'm Just Ken wasn't stuck in my head the whole entire time that I was drawing him. Like, I had YouTube on and I was listening to music in between drawing him, but that song was still playing. I think that is why the drawing came out so good, was because I just needed to channel that Kenergy. Honestly, I think that this drawing is probably one of my favorites, if not my favorite of this bunch. I don't know, I just love like the movement. In terms of Ken as a character, when I was first seeing Barbie trailers, I was really not excited about Ryan Gosling as Ken. Oh my god, that sounds kind of terrible to say because he is good at that in the movie. But like, I thought he looked kind of creepy. Maybe I'm so mean, oh my god. I don't know, it doesn't even look like Ryan Gosling, but he totally grew on me. Like, I don't even know what I was thinking. He looks normal. He looks like a normal person, you know? So basically just like in between crying and holding back tears during the Barbie movie, I feel like I just watched Ken be so silly goofy. I really just enjoyed it, and I just enjoyed watching him learn that he is Kenoff. Also, the scene where he's like just like talking to Barbie about like how he stopped being interested in patriarchy once he found out that horses weren't even involved. Like, that is so silly, and I feel like the way that he says it is so like endearing. I don't know, I love it. But the drawing was fun and the movie was fun. So yeah, next guy. For our last and certainly not least himbo, we have Jamie Tartt. You know how I told you at the beginning of this video that I used to be obsessed with Pietro? It happened again, but with Jamie. I feel like no one I know has seen Ted Lasso, and literally like no artists have seen Ted Lasso. So please, if you get the chance to watch it, please go watch it. It is such a good show, but like Jamie Tartt, oh my god. As soon as I saw this man on screen, I knew he was gonna be my favorite character. There was no denying it. There was no like fighting with it, honestly. Even though Jamie season 1 is so mean, and he's like kind of mean. He's kind of mean a lot. But oh my god, so kind of spoilers, but like he's just grown so much, and I love this man so much. Like, it's not even funny. It's so, oh my god, it's so incredible to just see his journey and like just the vibes that this man holds. Like, I want his confidence. For the actual drawing, I kind of struggled a bit. Like, I mean, with honestly all of these drawings, I struggled a lot with figuring out the outfit because all of their outfits are so iconic unless they have like one. Then it was pretty easy to pick. At first, I thought I was gonna give Jamie his iconic icon hat, but then I didn't want to cover up his amazing hair, and I decided to just give him a little AFC Richmond uniform because he's a little greyhound, you know? Like, he's part of the team. Oh my god. That's kind of all I have to say about Jamie. I just love him, and please go watch Ted Lasso if you have the chance. Okay, so these are all the himbos that I decided to draw today. This was a lot of fun, and honestly, it was kind of a nice exercise in the sense that I tried to capture everyone's likeness and like everyone's vibes. So hopefully I did that because I kind of suffer with same face syndrome a bit. so hopefully they look different enough. Yeah, hope you guys enjoyed watching. Please feel free to stick around and subscribe, and maybe even check out my Instagram if you want. Yeah, that's all I have to say. Bye.